Hello everybody and welcome back to Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem with Sisters Therapy. Hello, are you alive, sir? Oh,
No.
oh fucking hell. You have scary shit in here, dude. And you have a demon in your closet, I think.
Well, is it Tipo?
Tipo! Tipo's the most important character. Oh, you were not the person I expected the voice to belong to, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually going to be like a gruffer dude.
I was kind of picturing Udgy.
Yeah. So.
Those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot. You know, this town used to be a quiet place. It seems lately there's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key. Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Hi.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell
What
you about
are
the
you?
time we won fourth place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta?
What?
You see, at the time I had 20/10 vision, so I was the navigator and...
Judge, this is Deirdre Shannon. She's working with me on the case.
I'm so
Deirdre.
confused.
I'm so
You're the one who tried to break down my door.
Breakdown?
Your Honor, that's an exaggeration. I was knocking. Heavily.
Look, I'm really busy dealing with this Hathorn House business. Being a judge is not as simple as, investigating during your free time.
Well, fuck you.
We just used our free time to unlock your door. So I'm sure you'll be willing to repay us with some answers to our questions.
Holy shit, girl.
Yes, of course. What can I help you girls with?
Deirdre, you're impressive.
Yeah.
I like it.
1 point.
One ding.
Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hawthorne House? I was told that the burning of the Hawthorne House is suspected.
I kind of want to go with the first one.
I agree.
Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn House?
Well, yes. The house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course, was one of the 3 judges that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Frances Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair. She was alone, except for a part-time caregiver, Lauren Holt, who had a bedroom in the carriage house. A few months ago, Frances Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir. According to the historical statutes of Salem, after 90 days, the house reverts to public property, the deadline of which is 2 days from now, at midnight.
Ooh, spoopy. Was told that the burning of the Hawthorne House is suspected. So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it? Oh, this is the guy. Oh, okay. So how did Frances Tuttle pass away exactly?
Let's ask how Frances passed away.
Yeah.
So, how did Frances Tuttle pass away exactly?
The woman was 88 years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural causes.
So they never investigated Lauren Holt.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate someone, young lady.
We'd like to speak with her all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer we do not know. You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions. She might be willing to talk to you.
I was told the burning of the Hawthorne House is Hathorne, or her Book of
I
Apologies.
keep wanting to say Hawthorne.
I'm just gonna keep going Hawthorne. It's Hawthorne now.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys. We know it's Hathorne.
I read it as Hawthorne immediately in my brain.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd rather ask about the house than the Book of Apologies.
I'm down.
I was told that the burning of Hathorn House is suspected to be a case of arson. How did the police come to that conclusion?
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant. Thankfully, Mrs. Tuttle never had to see what became of her home.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism? 3 out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person in all of Salem who has a history of fire-related crime.
Oh.
So, there is no evidence.
Not yet, but there will be.
You
There
don't
will
need
be jazz
evidence.
hands.
She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
Is that what she said?
No, I'm saying it.
She has a history with this sort of thing.
What's May's motive? What does she gain by burning down the Hathorn house?
You'd have to ask her. And while you're at it, you can ask about her alibi, which she refused to give to the police. So, any other
Well, it's
questions?
because you guys are trying to frame her as a criminal.
Right.
Let's-
It's like you made the decision before. It's almost like the Salem witch trials.
So the book of
Jeez.
you really need it.
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right. Nasty business. Had I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson and asked for his help.
I've done plenty of work for my father. He trusts me. I can handle myself.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
Fuck you.
I've
Jeez,
already
bud.
heard some stories, but would you mind giving me your version of why the book is important?
Yes, so. Judge Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to reconcile with their families and clear their names. But he passed away before he could do so.
Going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group.
The AW group?
as in Accused witches.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You don't say.
Hide the key deeper in my pocket.
Think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect before any evidence links her to the crime?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Profiling.
From what you've
You
described,
heard of it?
there is no evidence against May. Yet you were saying that she did it.
Some judge.
As a judge, I think you would be the first to admit that sounds prejudicial.
It is not just me, Miss True. There are plenty of people who believe that May is
So
responsible
you're all
for this
prejudicial.
crime.
Doesn't
is
change
not
it.
So,
prejudice when she
if
is
they
the
all jump
only
off a cliff,
likely
does that mean you do
suspect.
too?
Actually, that
No,
is
not a
the
bad idea.
definition of
Bye.
I'm not going to have this
Bullshit.
debate. Is there anything else?
No.
And then I'll be a repeat offender.
Oh!
Miss True, before you go,
I just slid deeper in my chair.
Why should I help you, asshole?
You're not locked out of your car, are you?
oh no. There was an incident here recently. Someone broke into the evidence room.
Oh, you don't say.
Have you called the police?
Well, no, not yet. I don't think anything was taken. Never mind. I'll call the police. Thank you for your time.
You should really, do inventory of evidence so that if anything is stolen,
Or tampered with.
right?
Fingerprints
Dumbass
wiped
judge
away.
sucks.
This judge really sucks.
I'm going to the evidence room anyway. Fuck you. Where's the
Freaking
evidence
tenured
room?
judges.
Let's see.
Like,
That's
we,
not how it works, but
we don't even, know law. We just played Phoenix Wright a couple times and we know better.
Evidence room.
The only law, 100% honest, the only laws I have studied a lot is fair use and
Yeah.
royalty-free stuff.
Because that's important.
Yeah, it's important, especially if you want to be an content creator. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been learning that since I was 18, actually younger.
Nice.
Well, I
But-
guess we just have to go on the witch tour now.
Bud.
Tipo, you're the only good soul in this town.
What does it say?
Justice delayed is justice denied. But I was just saying Tipo's the only good soul in this town.
Mood.
T-pose.
Tipo's the true hero.
All hail
Oh,
T-Po.
hail Tipo.
And everybody T-poses.
Tipo.
T-pose. Oh, that's T-po!
You're
T-Po! T-Po! T-Po!
Tipo! I love her.
That is totally a T-po.
Clearly chanting up a storm.
I love
That's just so
Tipo.
angry.
She was, I get why they, okay.
Yeah, she was just, they didn't animate her along with the rest of the
I
group.
think they were all the other characters can be seen. She can't, so.
We won't worry about it.
Won't
And
worry
then
about
it's like, JK,
JK.
I ride.
Actually, fun fact about T-posing. A lot of industries, a lot of gaming industries now, I shouldn't say a lot, but people have found that actually rigging T-pose, like doing a T-pose for a character rig, is actually not the best way to go. A lot of people have found that rigging is actually a little bit easier when the hands are kind of down to the side. Not like the hands are like pointing out like daggers, but like, you know,
Oh, like
resting.
limp. Yeah.
Like kind of reminiscing like what the human body does, except the arms are out a little bit more.
Interesting.
Roger Conant, born 1582, died 1679, the first settler of Salem, 1626. I was a means through grace assisting me to stop the flights of those few that then were here with me, and that by my utter denial to go away with them, who would have gone either for England or mostly for Virginia. The fuck does that mean, Roger?
It means I decided to stay here, and by staying here, the other people couldn't leave.
Okay.
So
You
fuck
have nice
them.
shoes, and there's a candle here. So good to know. There's a candle there that will need a fix. Like fucking hell, Deidre. Hi, tour.
See how language has evolved and how people see.
No, I wanted to go on tour time.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting how, like, things that were just said commonly back then, like, maybe they were a little bit complex and there were some people who were like, what does that mean? But it's interesting how language just constantly changes.
Mm-hmm. It's honestly fascinating.
It really is. My cousin got her degree in linguistics, actually.
Nice.
So I heard some stuff from her. I'm like, man, this language is cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love it.
I am a huge fan of etymology.
I wanted to go to the house, but okay. I guess
It's
we're here.
the study of words and their origins.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess we're coming back here for a little bit because there was nothing else to do in town. And
May.
Okay.
Hey May.
Hey, May.
Hey May.
Bother.
Let's talk.
So, Tegan or is that Olivia?
Tegan.
Tegan. I think that's the most boring answer.
Looks like
Yeah.
she's working on an interesting installation.
Why don't you ask her?
Well, I thought you might have an opinion, or...
I don't. Can you just leave her out of this? I don't want her being involved with my problems.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Well, let's talk about Olivia then.
So, we met this interesting woman named Olivia.
We all know about Olivia and her magic.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Good for you.
I kind
Done
of,
talking, okay?
love May.
I love her.
I kinda do too. Like in real life, I think I would be a little peeved, but
I would
Yeah.
be very uncomfortable
But
around
it's a
her.
game. I love her so much.
Neighborhood.
So, what now?
That's a good question.
Acid shipping? Acid shipping? What?
Maybe we go talk to Tegan?
I guess so.
Yeah, she's one of those.
Or, I guess we could call somebody. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, we have a lot of people.
This one.
I love how it's just a castle.
Hey, this is Nancy Drew. I have a couple more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, hello. I
Yeah, where'd you
remember
go,
yes.
bitch? You disappeared.
Sorry. Forgot about the time zones.
It's fine, it's fine. What did you want to ask me?
You shadow woman.
So, I want you to know more about the victims of the witch trials. Can you tell me more about Judge Sewell? Did you find any more secrets on AW?
I want the third option.
Did you find any more secrets on AW inside Judge Sewell's desk?
Nothing you hadn't already uncovered. It's an intriguing design, however, one that would become popular throughout Europe a century later, under the famous German cabinet maker, David Brunken.
I wonder how Sewell managed to be ahead of his time. The ghost of carpentry yet to come?
The world has always been filled with crafty artisans. Another example of mechanical trick vessels and furniture can be found much earlier, in the 12th century works of chief engineer Ismail al-Jazari. Ah, but I'm getting carried away.
Wish I had the chance to crack the Book of Apologies, too. The AW lock. You have no idea what that could be referring to.
I'm afraid not. I've looked up a few options but found nothing I consider plausible. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help here, but if you find out, please let me know.
It could be Abigail Williams. It could be
Abigail Williams. It could be Abigail Williams.
It could be accused witches. It could be any of the Abigail names we saw that also have a W surname.
It could be root beer.
Oh, A&W root beer. You're right. You right. You right.
This has been this has just been a product placement.
That's the secret.
Oh.
It's so good, it's witchcraft.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Sponsor.
I want to know more about victims, or tell me more about Judge Sewell.
Let's talk about Judge Sewell. I don't want to talk about the victims yet.
Can you tell me any more about Judge Sewell?
Yes. Samuel Sewell was a man plagued by remorse about the Salem witch trials for the rest of his life. He came to realize witchcraft does not exist and saw misfortunes in his personal life as punishment from God for condemning innocent people on insubstantial evidence.
At least he came to his senses.
Unsubstantial evidence.
I believe
Ooh.
he tried to make amends in
History
other ways,
repeating itself.
although not
Sucks.
at the time.
I'm sure it's a great place.
Oh no, I'm sure it is. It's just dramatization or whatever.
Yeah, yes.
The dramatized version of Salem sucks.
United States.
I'm not sure if that helps my investigation, but it's nice to hear people can learn and do better.
Of course.
Any more questions?
That's like the human nature's to always just improve yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be stagnant. No one is stagnant.
My focus lies on the Salverjackal witch trials in and around
Salverjackal.
Castle in the late 1600s. A clear but unusual pattern emerged for arresting, torturing, and executing at least 139 people.
Jeez.
Awful. What do you mean by a pattern?
The victims were social outcasts, disabled.
I mean, it makes sense
Over
because they
half
were
of them mere
neurotypical.
children and juveniles that gathered in gangs of beggars and petty thieves to survive. Uncommonly, more than 2/3 of the accused witches in this case were male.
That's so sad. They didn't stand a chance.
Indeed, their low social status left them vulnerable to public scorn and persecution, as they had no one to vouch for their whereabouts. One young man in particular was sought after but never found, Jakob Kohler. The rumors of his black magic grew wilder by the day, spiraling into a witch-hunting craze.
This is worrisome. I don't want the same thing to happen in Salem a second time.
All the more important to educate about the past. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Yeah, honestly, I don't want anything like that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Back to your evening. Night?
Just
Thank you for
killing
taking time for me.
innocent
It was
people
nice
in general.
talking to you again.
You're welcome. Please stay in touch with any historical discoveries you make. I greatly appreciate it.
Will do.
Next
Okay.
episode.
That was an episode.
Okay.
See you guys next time.
That tree wigging out.